In rural Niger, a marriage can be sealed for the price of a few bags of groceries, an exchange that might seem simple, but carries deep meaning within the community. Sometimes the bride price is as little as $40, a sum that can be gathered from selling a few goats or a harvest's worth of millet. Here the bride price is not just a transaction, but a tradition shaped by generations of survival, social expectations, and the desire to honor family ties. It's seen as a gesture of respect to the bride's family, a way to acknowledge their role in raising a daughter, yet the small sum often raises difficult questions about a woman's value and the pressures families face. Economic hardship has stripped the tradition of much of its original symbolism, leaving behind a stark reality where necessity often outweighs sentiment. Life in these sun-scorched villages moves to the rhythm of tradition, with the bride price anchoring families together, even as they struggle to make ends meet. For many, the bride price is both a celebration and a necessity. It marks the start of a new family but also reveals the deep economic pressures that shape every aspect of daily life. Beneath the ceremony lies a web of obligation, hope, and survival, where families must balance tradition with the harsh realities of poverty. As we explore this world, let's listen with empathy, seeking to understand rather than judge, and remembering that every custom has a story behind it. These are not just customs, they are the lived realities of women and families, shaped by history, culture, and forces far beyond their control. Their stories deserve to be heard with respect, compassion, and an open mind, for only then can we truly understand the price of a promise. In Niger, marriage is far more than a union between two people. It is a carefully arranged alliance between entire families, woven into the fabric of community life. Every detail is considered, and the process is steeped in tradition and meaning. At the heart of this process lies the bride price, or sadaki, a payment from the groom's family to the bride's. This exchange is not just about money, it's a symbol of respect, a gesture of commitment, and a way to compensate the bride's family for the loss of their daughter's presence and labor. Once, the bride price was a generous offering, a mark of honor, but today, it often reflects the harsh economic realities faced by many families. The amount is usually modest, sometimes reduced to whatever a family can spare, highlighting the struggle to uphold tradition in the face of poverty. Negotiations over the bride price are conducted by respected elders who gather over tea to discuss terms. The voices of the bride and groom, especially the bride, are rarely heard in these discussions, as custom dictates that elders make the final decisions. Even a small sum can take months to gather. Families may be forced to sell their only goat or other precious possessions, sacrificing what little they have to fulfill this obligation and honor their daughter's future. For the bride's family, accepting the bride price is not just tradition, it's a necessity. It helps secure their daughter's place in society and ensures she is welcomed and respected in her new home. In this context, marriage is a binding social contract, and the bride price serves as its official seal, witnessed by the entire community. Unlike Western ideals that emphasize romance and personal choice, the focus here is on community, continuity, and the survival of family lines. The marriage unites not just two individuals, but two extended families. This ritual, though increasingly strained by poverty and changing times, still binds the social fabric together. It reinforces mutual support and shared responsibility within the village. Understanding this context reveals a practice deeply rooted in survival, resilience, and the need for social cohesion, not merely a commercial transaction. It's a tradition that endures, adapting to new realities, even as its meaning continues to evolve with each generation. The low bride price in Niger is rooted in history and shaped by poverty. Once paid in livestock, the bride price reflected true wealth. Now, with herds lost to drought and climate change, cash is scarce. The shift to small sums is a survival strategy, allowing families to maintain tradition despite economic collapse. Chronic food shortages and no safety net force communities to adapt, driving the price down so marriage remains possible. Early marriage becomes common. A daughter married young is one less mouth to feed, and the small bride price buys a little time. These choices are made out of desperation, not disregard. The low bride price is a symptom of a much larger crisis: poverty, environmental decline, and limited opportunity. Amina was just 15 when her marriage was arranged, her childhood slipping away before she had a chance to fully experience it. Each day, she rose before dawn, her hands busy with chores, sweeping the courtyard, fetching water, caring for younger siblings. Her dreams of going to school and learning to read quietly faded with every passing season. After a poor harvest left their fields barren and the loss of their precious goats, her family faced hunger and uncertainty. With heavy hearts, they accepted a bride price of $40 from a man in a neighboring village, hoping it would ease their burden, if only for a while. For her father, it was a painful necessity, a decision made out of desperation, not desire. The money was barely enough to buy food and keep the family afloat, but it was all they had. On her wedding day, Amina wore her brightest clothes, her hands adorned with intricate henna patterns. Beneath her painted smile, anxiety churned as she prepared to leave the only home she'd ever known, stepping into the life of a stranger. Her mother's embrace was tight and trembling, filled with both hope for her daughter's future and sorrow for the hardships she knew awaited her. In her new home, Amina's days mirrored her old ones, endless chores, little affection, and dreams that seemed even further out of reach. The weight of duty pressed down, leaving little room for hope. Amina's story is not hers alone. It echoes in the lives of countless young women across Niger, whose futures are shaped by tradition, poverty, and decisions made by others. The bride price, though small, becomes a turning point, a sum that determines the course of a girl's life, often without her voice or consent. For many, the path is set long before they can dream of another, shaped by forces beyond their control and choices made in the name of survival. These stories reveal the true cost of survival in Niger, a cost measured not just in money, but in lost childhoods and futures left unexplored. The price of a promise is counted not only in dollars, but in the dreams and potential that are quietly set aside, year after year. Amina's journey is both unique and universal, a single thread in a tapestry of stories woven by tradition, hardship, and hope for something more. It's a reality faced by girls across the region, a reminder of the resilience and quiet strength they carry as they walk paths chosen for them. In these communities, the low bride price is rarely questioned. It's simply tradition. For elders, it preserves culture and identity, a vital link to the past. But change is stirring beneath the surface. Young men feel pressure to provide, while young women increasingly yearn for agency and choice. This tension between tradition and autonomy is growing, especially as education and outside influences reach the villages. For women, marriage offers social security, but can also reinforce a sense of diminished worth. A partnership begun with a sum less than a goat can undermine a woman's standing and voice. Early marriage pulls girls from school, perpetuating cycles of limited education and dependence. The community's effort to preserve tradition can unintentionally hold back its own progress. By marrying girls young, they lose future teachers, health workers, and entrepreneurs. The cost of tradition is measured in lost potential and slow development, yet the desire for change is quietly growing. For outsiders, Niger's bride price tradition can be shocking. It's not found in guidebooks, but revealed through quiet conversations and shared meals. The initial reaction is often outrage, but a closer look reveals a practice born of hardship, not malice. Observing strong family bonds, travelers see that this custom is a way to maintain dignity amid poverty. Learning about it challenges our assumptions and reminds us that our values are not universal. Respectful travelers listen and seek to understand the why, not just the what. Understanding doesn't mean condoning, but it does require humility. Witnessing this reality transforms a simple trip into a journey of empathy and connection. Change is coming to Niger, quietly and steadily. Local and international organizations are empowering communities from within, focusing on education and economic opportunity for girls. When girls stay in school, their futures expand beyond early marriage. Safe spaces and workshops teach women about health, finances, and their rights. Economic empowerment gives women a voice in family decisions, shifting perceptions of their value. Community leaders are joining conversations about the impacts of early marriage, aligning change with cultural values. Each girl who stays in school, each woman who starts a business, is a step forward. These small victories are seeds of hope for a different future. By supporting these efforts, we help nurture change. The desire for dignity and a better life is stronger than tradition alone.